Good morning, guys. Welcome to the French Polynesian. That's the beach I have playing in the background. Because I'm recording in the morning, which never happens, right? It is 6:34. The sun isn't even up yet. But I woke up sort of early because I was rested. Although I can't remember my dreams really. I just keep seeing this dude, the same dude, in all of them. Usually you have a dream, you see the person like one time, and then you move on and it's a whole nother dream sequence. No, it's like I'll start a new dream sequence, but he'll be in that one too. So, whatever that's about. I just sat with crystal quartz, which is for clearing, and now I'm just sitting by the ocean. So, I didn't used to do morning videos because I wasn't like a morning person, but that's been changing lately. Today is Tuesday, also, which is a Mars day. I said I was going to start rocking with it. Moon day went beautifully. Like, I got stuff done, but it was mostly just vegging out. And by vegging out, I mean like enjoying my bed in my home. So that probably helped with me being able to get up this early and do this video because I have lots of other stuff I have to do in the afternoon. So it would probably behoove me to get used to start doing videos in the morning. I had a stupid morning ugly blockage. Like I didn't want to record in the morning because I'm like, everybody's ugly in the morning, just hideous. It turns out it was my nighttime routine. Now I have a better nighttime routine. In daytime, I could just pop up even if my hair is all like, isn't it crazy how much stuff we get in our heads about? Now, y'all don't know it, but I literally just started re-recording this because of those lines going across it. They have a Mercury retrograde coming up again. It's not till the 15th, but that puts us in the shadow. So, foolery is afoot. I don't want to mess it up again, but we can't have those lines just like I don't even know what I did to deserve them. Okay. Rock with me for a second. Okay. Are we back in there? Do I need to do a camera test? Well, the audio was working. Somehow this has something to do with today's message, right? Doesn't it always? Put my video back on. Like, this is crazy. Am I supposed to do it audio today? I don't know. Was I ugly? Like, no, come on, work, little camera. Let me pause for a second. Fix this and then pop back in. You'll never know. And just like that, troubleshooting life. So I went to go put all my decks back in their spot after using them yesterday, and I ended up with 3 for today's morning message. Don't know where we're going with this. I do know that the main one, so maybe I'll start with this one because it's what stood out. And this is the Heal Yourself deck. So this has something to do with the healing morning motivational message, maybe something along the lines of keep trying. Don't let distractions stop you. Don't let your own limiting beliefs stop you. Keep going anyway, because the difference between stopping and starting will be revealed in 90 days. Like, you can quit and never see a result because it didn't go like you wanted to. Or you can keep going and then see, like, damn, some change will happen. And then you get extra motivated to be like on your path. My ears started ringing, and my ears started ringing for a message that did not have anything to do with these cards. So, all right. Sometimes I sit up here and I'm like, I'm being used for something. I'm being used to signal. But I guess it's to assist you guys and stuff. But I'm like, no, I don't. I feel puppeted sometimes. Like I'm that's like, why am I here at 6 in the morning? Something told me to be here. So, what is the message that just rang in my left ear? The message that just rang in my left ear. I'm using the made my stomach drop. Like whatever that message is, I have the strangest anxiety just in this moment. Competition. Remember that there is no competition if you are truly original. Okay. What? And I gotta show you. All right, so this is competition, and this is like locked. Like you locked in. All you got to do is focus on the thing. Remember, no competition if you're doing your thing. If you were in your own vibration, we are snowflakes, people. If you are in your own vibration, nobody else can mimic that. Like they could try, but other people would notice that's not authentically who they are. Somebody else cannot wear your mask for longer than a certain amount of time before it falls off. So the next one was loss, right? But it says, and this is what made me say, don't let a past setback define your future. Stay focused on your positive outcome as your thoughts and belief will direct your reality. As a born leader, you can truly bring out the best in others by guiding them and inspiring them. So this message is absolutely this morning for someone who was thinking about giving up, maybe upset about setbacks, things not going how they need to go, not going how they were expected to go. Maybe things are easier for you at other times, and this has just been like a really what the fuck era I'm feeling. So let's see. What message am I being guided to deliver this? That setbacks, don't let the setbacks hold you back. It's trippy, right? Guys, I never get tired of the weirdness of this job. I guess I can even say the miraculousness. Like I literally just said something based upon the camera not working and just like what came through me, and then suddenly it's the card. Okay, so the theme will be pride. But in this case, with it being from the Heal Yourself deck, it is about healing your pride. And I'm going to let you see the card. Healing your pride, healing your sense of self. Somebody's self-esteem has been knocked down in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting their idea of their own beauty or their idea of other people's beauty is changing. Feels like it could be a change in like standards in general. Y'all know what's so funny? It's always something right. And it wasn't on purpose. I just never look at like plus size or like anything like that for motivation or anything. But the last couple days, like everything is like plus size BBW on my phone. I'm like, how my phone suddenly know I'm stupid thick? Like how my phone know I'm fat? But it's popping up everywhere like it's coming at me like a wave. I think maybe sometimes the universe is trying to like assist you with positive reinforcement, even if that's not like necessarily what you're looking for. Like I'm not even looking up exercises or anything that should make it be BBW central on my phone. But also there is the fact that we pick up other people's radar, like other people's waves. Say somebody is focusing on you intently or thinking about you a lot, you will start to see in some way, shape, or form that thought pop up. That just like made me think about this in this moment. Like maybe you stupid thick too. Or maybe you somebody who wasn't into stupid thick people. Now you suddenly are. That could be the case if you are the person that's thick also. But it's a change in yourself and the way you see yourself or the way that you have been operating that helps you see everything else different is what I'm getting as the theme here. Maybe in the past your pride stopped you from seeing a lot of things. And I'm getting the ping that I need to just go ahead and read the pride definition out of here. What number is this? Pride. Number 7. All right, pride. Maybe acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is key. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental and unteachable and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think you are always right? By holding on to the shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize you need other people's support to achieve true success. So, somebody coming from a past of pridefulness is now being rerouted. That's absolutely what I'm feeling here. The other two cards were beauty and Phoenix rising. Like everything about the way that you viewed yourself and other people is changing. And based upon what was read in the book, it was like it was necessary for that change to come about. Hey, the next card, cycles, followed by unleash your creativity and dreams. Dreams been on my ass. Even though I can't remember, it's like, okay, grown folks talk. It's still dark outside. You know how you feel after you get laid? Like there's a certain feeling like you wake up with, right? I ain't got, gosh, I've been celibate for years, right? But when I've been waking up lately, it's like dream world is weird, guys. So I'm trying to feel if this is about following your dreams or are your dreams trying to lead you in a direction? So I'm going to pull from the map deck, which was the other one that I had out. So what are these dreams trying to convey? Can I get clarification on this spread? I keep having the same feelings, the same dreams, the same angst about whatever this situation is that you were previously prideful for until something is done. Right? Here, I done pulled a whole nother deck. This is, you see the cycles in the background and somebody being aware of them? This is somebody being lost in the cycles. In order to solve, look at her posture. Horrible. In order to solve this feeling over here, which is like the angst I was picking up, one has to stop in solitude and become aware. And I'm saying solitude because it was here, and become aware of what the patterns they've been lost in. It's like somebody who's been running in a circle. And even though they notice like the same monument or landmark, they're like, no, if I go this way, it'll be different. This is somebody who's been in a labyrinth. But if they were to take the time just by themselves and to think about the painful things, it feels like this thinking anything negative about themselves or the choices that they've made, or you on the other side of the camera, like hurt your feelings. So you would rather just shake it off. Like, man, I ain't think about that shit. I'm gonna just move on. But that's what's keeping you going in circles. Hindsight is 2020, and it will allow you to make the shape shifting change you need to make for yourself. It's like there's an opportunity for you to heal here, to step out of this ick. Things might not be how they were, but they can be better than they were in the future. So, currently stuck in the mud. Yeah, ice. You got to put on ice until you learn better. Like literally, I can't. You are put on ice. This is stuck in the mud. This is deep freeze. This is education. You're learning a lesson. You're learning how to sit with your shit. Like nobody, whatever you're going through, there is nothing. Well, hopefully what I'm saying can help just because it's pointing out why this is happening to you, why you feel like that. But it's like there is nothing anybody can say to you to help you out of this. This is an internal battle. This is you versus you. Like somebody else can come up to you and say, hey, you know what? You ain't got to worry about that. You're such and such, right? That's not going to do it this time. It's like, ooh, hiccup. It's like, You're being forced to look in the mirror and modify yourself. Unleash your creativity dreams. In this case, it sort of feels like maybe your dreams are signaling what you actually want, what you actually want to do, and that doesn't align with the cycles you have been in. It's like it's a new path, a new cycle, a change that looks nothing like what you've been dealing with. But that's a great sign of change. Like if it doesn't look like the storyline you've already done before, you made some sort of shift. And the Free Guy popped in my head. Freaking love that movie. But his life was the same every day for years until one day he decided to make one different decision and then another different decision. And as he just made these decisions that didn't make sense to anybody else going off of his intuition, he got led to a whole new different thing. So what message do I need to deliver today? Line up with your dreams. Like, take the time to recalibrate. I guess that's the best word I can say. Get back in touch with you and what you want for yourself. You might even have to think back to what you wanted originally in life. Because so many times we pick up so many desires just because we see them along the way. Like you might have been happy when you were younger, thinking about like, hey, I could go to the candy store one day. I'll be able to drive. I'm gonna have a car. Just all these simple things until you found out about a millionaire. And then you're like, no, I got to be a millionaire. That was never on your plate in the first place. You didn't even have an idea of what money you wanted. You just wanted to be okay. But then suddenly the idea of millionaire and everybody else putting it out there became the thing that was like, oh, I got to do that. That's what I'm sensing here. Somebody has a lot of desires and like goals and stuff, accomplishment, overwhelmingly so. And it feels like maybe they did accomplish quite a bit of them, but it's like it was never enough. I need more. But it's because you were reaching for things that were put into your stratosphere when they weren't a part of your original goals for things that will make you feel happy with self. For your personal fulfillment, none of that material stuff was actually like. You've been building yourself and your identity based upon a character that is not your true nature. And that's the dissonance. That's why you keep going in cycles. So, what is the message I am delivering? Besides the fact that you are being benched, you are being benched, you are being frozen until you make some internal changes, possibly to your outlook. Like that is what is happening. Like I tell you, I just look at what's on my my algorithm. I was never looking up anything that was plus size or BBW, probably just avoid my own shit, right? Now I'm like, oh no, them bitches sort of sexy. But in a way, now I'm kind of like, all right, I can work with this. But that's the feeling I'm getting here. Like somebody else is being shown something different, a way of doing things differently that would actually give them the fulfillment that they wanted in the first place, based upon who they actually are, and not based upon it feels like, somebody's like a nerd in school, right? And the nerd's like open to who he dates, right? He's flexible. He's just looking for somebody to connect with in love, honestly. That's what the nerd wants, love. But say that nerd ends up being a genius and he ends up like rich, right? There's a status quo as far as he's like concerned, or is like his new belief. Like you have to have a model or you have to have a certain type of chick for this career, this lifestyle. But as he continues on, he realizes, oh my gosh, I have nothing in common with these vapid women. They are beautiful, but that is it. So he keeps trying down that path, but he keeps getting sadder about love more and more. But he didn't realize he wasn't never seeking love. He was seeking the status quo or what had been placed in his idea. When nerd goes back to dating people based upon their connection, then suddenly that gap that he was feeling uncomfortable with dissipates. This is about looking at something different this week. Be the change you want to be And C, because I said C, isolation. There was 2 isolation cards here. Somebody is being forced to think about their shit. So Archangel Gabriel, that's a message. Light of the world, that's definitely another message, like somebody coming to the door. Come and knock on my door. Queen of Keys, Akashic Field, Queen of Roses. Well, this is interesting. There are 2 queens, but it's the same queen I'm sensing. Maybe there's a queen that's going through the same transition to match whatever transition the receiver of this message is going through. And if it's a masculine, then he would be fixing his feminine energy. While this person over here, because pride is definitely a masculine energy. It's like 2 people are going through the same thing, going through the same like catalyst or shift in themselves during this time. Trains on a track. Kelly Rowland just started playing in my head. Like there's no way to stop it. 2 people are working on something. It's like they have no idea that the universe is like up here tinkering, like pushing them towards each other while they're doing their own thing. It's like the more they do their own thing, the closer they get. Because this Queen of Keys, this is like somebody who's like head of household, right? She's handling it, but it's giving the feeling of like a governess. Like, oh, is the kitchen clean? Is this like somebody holding down the house, right? But the Queen of Roses is somebody who's like in her heart space. Like, not only is the house running like it needs to, but she's able to be on her throne. Like, oh, let me enjoy my flowers and being loved as well. This one is a bit harder just because it's more like a Virgo energy, which is ruled by Mercury, which is ruled by Gabriel also. Like somebody who holds it down, holds. But this one is like the reward. When you hold the house down and you have a mate, they hold you down. That's the energy here. So that's the shift I'm sensing. So it could be somebody who's like strong and independent first, and then they get to relax into their feminine energy. But either way, there's hella messages here that shifts are being made, like timeline wise and in the Akashic field. I'm feeling like this is a last hurdle for somebody. The final countdown is the energy here. But like this period of isolation, this period of soul searching and seeking, where is that meant to lead? This collective, where is that meant to lead? There's nothing wrong with isolation. It just means that you're getting prepared for something. So many people are like, why am I alone? Because you're being prepared for something. You have no idea who you were before this. Sometimes you don't even want to acknowledge the pain you went through ahead of time. And the longer you avoid that, the longer you stay in isolation. It's all for a reason. Nothing is not for a reason. And all of this is leading to ascension, rising up in vibration. Like both of them. Like, look up. What do you believe in? Even this one is sort of look up, look out. This is an initiation. Will you take this opportunity, this emotional training, this emotional boot camp to become a better person, to line up with something that is more fulfilling than anything you've had before? Will you heal for your own good? It hurts, it sucks. But then it doesn't suck anymore. Avoidance. If you keep trying not to hurt, it's just like pulling the band-aid off. You know how when you try to do it slowly, like it takes forever and it hurts as each individual hair is pulled off, as opposed to just and then the pain is over? That's what I'm sensing here. You can keep trying to do it the petty pull-off way, like not hurting yourself by looking internally. But it's going to take forever, and it's going to hurt the whole time anyway. It's better to just say boom. and then move on to the actual positive healing part, which is where like somebody kisses the boo. So take this as you will. It's now 7 a.m. Y'all have a good day.